Hello there and welcome to Black Jackal Gaming. We're going to take a look at the Reiver Lieutenant. I'm going to see how you can actually make him work in 10th edition. So he's got a relatively poor damage output for range and melee attacks because his weapons just aren't up to scratch. And he can only join one squad even though he does have the Phobos keyword, which is a little bit disappointing. He doesn't have the same core keywords as Reivers, so you remove some of the utility from the unit anyway, which is disappointing. And you can combine him with the Phobos Captain to get the best out of him. However, again, you lose even more keywords and core abilities. He does have some decent abilities though, so let's take a look. So looking at the datasheet, he comes in at a reasonable 55 points. He has movement 6, toughness 4, 3 up save, 4 wounds, leadership 6 and 1 objective control. He does have the scout 6 keyword. So when he's by himself or leading a unit with the same core ability at the start of the game, after you decide who's going to go first, you can move 6 inches before the first battle round, which is a very nice ability to have. He can only lead the Reiver squad, which is slightly disappointing. For his range profile, he comes in at Ballistic Skill 2+, and he's equipped with a mastercrafted special issue bolt pistol, which is slightly disappointing because you would have thought he would have the carbine to go along with it as well. So this comes with the pistol and precision keyword, so he can target leaders that are leading a unit. It comes with a 12-inch range, 1 attack, strength 4, 0 AP and 2 damage. It would be nice if they give him an AP to go along with it, because this one-shot 12-inch weapon, it's just not going to achieve anything, it's pretty pointless. For his melee ability, he comes in at weapon skill 2+, and he comes with a combat knife, again with the precision keyword. Now he does come with 6 attacks, which is really reasonable, but strength 4, 0 AP, 1 damage. You're just not going to have that much capability to actually do any damage with this weapon. Looking at his abilities, he does come equipped with 2. The first being tactical precision. So what this allows him to do when he's leading a unit, any weapons equipped by that unit, they will have lethal hits. So that critical hits generally on the 6+ will be lethal hits by passing the need to roll for wounds, so you go straight onto their save and throw. Next up, we have Deadly Terror. So when he is leading a unit, you can increase the range of that unit's terror ability by 3 inches, so you get quite a nice bubble to have around him. So what buffs and combos can you give to the Reiver Lieutenant? Well, you can pair him with the Phobos Captain for a free use of a stratagem per battle round. Unfortunately, you do lose access to Scout 6-inch. And you also lose access to Deep Strike and the ability to move over terrain because you lose the grapple launcher ability, as well as the grav shoots, which is disappointing. The captain also comes with the ability to redeploy 3 Phobos units prior to the start of the game, so you do kind of circumnavigate the Scout 6 to an extent with this because you are a Phobos unit once you join the Reivers. You can also move this unit into strategic reserves, which is quite nice. He comes with an Instigator bolt carbine, so it's a bit better than the pistol with the Reiver Lieutenant. It comes with the precision keyword, and he comes with a combat knife as well. So you get 1 ballistic 2 attack, which is strength 4, a reasonable -2 AP and 2 damage. And he's pretty much got the same profile for the combat knife as the Lieutenant. If you include both of these leaders in the Reiver squad with bolt carbines for precision, you can actually do a little bit of character sniping, so it's not too bad. It's probably best used in the Vanguard Spearhead detachment. So the detachment rule grants you stealth when outside of 12 inches, as well as the benefits of cover. So you'd be -1 to hit, and anything that has a -1 AP or greater, you'll remove 1 AP from that, which is quite nice. For the enhancements, you can look at the Blade Driven Deep, which is a really nice one. So you can grant the unit the Infiltrator's keyword, so you can set up in deployment anywhere in no man's zone, as long as you're 9 inches outside of the deployment zone and an enemy unit. There's also Execute and Redeploy, so you get to move 6 inches after shooting with this unit, so that's very nice, especially if you're character sniping and trying to get back out the way, or even if you're using it to then shoot and just get that additional movement to maybe take objectives or put yourself in a position to score victory point by being in the opposition's deployment zone, such as behind enemy lines, or engage on all fronts. For stratagems, you'll be looking at something like Strike from the Shadows. So this grants you +1 to your ballistic skill, so you'll be on 2s. And you also get AP when you're targeting a unit that's more than 12 inches away, which is quite nice, especially if you are trying to snipe a unit. If you do destroy a model within that unit, you can force them to take a battle shot test, which is quite nice. Although you won't have your terror ability come into play because you will be outside of 12 inches. There's another stratagem that's really nice called Surgical Strikes. So this grants you the precision keyword when in melee. And again, you can use this for free via the captain. So when you are in melee, you'll get precision on all of your melee attacks. Now they all are at 0 AP and 1 damage with the odd 2 damage here. But it's the amount of strength 4 attacks that you can have coming in to do this, which is very nice. And you do have the lethal hits in play from the lieutenant as well. Finally, you have a deadly prize. So when you put these on objective, it becomes a sticky objective. And then when an enemy unit moves within a range of it while you still control it, on a 2+, you do D3 mortal wounds to the enemy unit, which is really nice. It allows you to really constrict the battlefield by taking objectives and moving off and trying to secure other parts of the battlefield, as well as forcing them to take some damage when they move onto it. So they've got to consider certain units when moving onto it. Say they've got a 3-man guard unit left, it may be a risk for them to move onto the objective, because if you roll a 2+ and then a 5 or 6 and you're wiping the squad without them actually taking control of it. So it can be quite a nice stratagem to use. So there you have it. It's probably quite a pricey build. To get the best out of it, you do want to put him with the captain, and then when you put him with a 10-man Reivers, they're not actually too bad when you consider you're then getting 21-22 lethal hitting precision shots, where you can also give you +1 to your ballistic skill, so you're hitting on 2s, and you're getting a minimum of -1 AP. So you can actually go around and target a lot of characters and take them out of the game. Because even though it is only strength 4, that hitting on 2s and the lethal hits, and potentially having the awesome moment on them as well, with that AP, you're going to be able to be quite easily put 3, 4, 5 damage onto a lot of models that are strength 4, strength 5. You're forcing enough saves where you can kill a lot of models in the game, especially if they're the slightly weaker models that you might find in Astra Militarum or the Eldari, where they might have 3 or 4 wounds. You can really go around and remove a lot of the buffs that these guys are given to the army. Also, with the ability to potentially infiltrate or scouts, depending on how you set them up, or deep strike, you do have the ability to occupy parts of the game. And with that terror ability of 9 inches giving you a -1 to their battle shock rolls, there'd be times in the game when they're already on -1, potentially -2, and you're forcing them really to roll quite high to be able to stay around. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked what you've seen, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, check out these other videos, pop across and see me in Patreon, where I do a bit of blogging and a bit of, we have a lot of memes going on. That is free access with a couple of extra goodies along the way as well. If you want to support me, you can have a membership as well. Sign up and you get early access to all of my videos. Take it easy, and I'll see you next time.